Hi, Angela.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Val. Look at you.
I had to come down to get my computer because for some reason I couldn't find the link on my phone.
I just emailed out the corrected agenda.
Okay.
My just finished contingency budget. So you might see that.
Okay.
Hi, Val. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Poor Bob's going crazy though. On again, off again, presidential primary. It's just ridiculous.
It is a little crazy. You're right.
As of now, what we've spent this year, and this is my proposed, and you'll see at the end that the number is lower than this at the end. I didn't correct it out of, what we got now. So here's that.
Okay,
I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
I can see it. What are you doing to keep yourself busy, Val?
Taking care of my mother.
Oh, wow.
It's an all-day job.
Is she living with you?
Oh yeah, she has lived with us for 15 years, but of course, now that she's gone on hospice, but nothing's opened as far as help, and I don't want to have aides come in when she's not bedridden yet. So,
Hi, everybody.
oh hi, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Hi, Al.
I'm doing okay.
So what have you been up to, Alex?
Oh, this and that. Preparing my programs for tomorrow and working on an outreach project has been my two big things for today.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Either of you have any favorite thrillers that you would recommend?
Thrillers? What do you mean?
Like suspense novels of any sort? I know it's not necessarily your thing, but if you happen to have any that you enjoy. I'm doing,
1984.
oh yeah. I'm doing a program tomorrow recommending thrillers, so I'm trying to get,
That one's too much like real life.
yeah.
Why I mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah, my boyfriend is like telling me all these pandemic thrillers I should,
Yeah, exactly. I've read quite a few of those, but I don't right now.
yeah. Some people are really into it and some people are staying away, so.
Yeah, definitely staying away.
Mhm.
Hey, I put it on to record, like I did last time,
Good.
and I don't know, it'll probably go right to your computer, Alex.
Yeah, it says it's recording on my end.
Yeah, it doesn't say here, so
Yeah.
just something about it. You were
I
the
don't know
first
why.
person to record, so that's,
Oh,
you're stuck with it.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So even before I got on, it wasn't recording on your end. That's funny.
Where would it show me that it's recording?
You would see it. It's right up at the top of mine. It's a flashing red light.
Yeah, left-hand side.
Oh, mine says recording.
Yeah.
Hi, hi, Sandy.
Well, of course, maybe it says it's recording for everybody, and it when we won't know whose computer it'll go to until we shut it
Mine
down.
doesn't flash or anything, it just shows that it's recording.
Okay, mine flashes, so maybe that's
Mine
how.
flashes.
I say, oh, yours flashes.
Mine's a flasher.
I don't
Hi,
know.
Sandy.
Hi.
What can I say?
Angela, I got that. I did listen to your voicemail yesterday. This is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm hoping that eventually you
Alex,
guys,
did I tell Alex about this?
I don't know, but it doesn't, he'll be fine with it. Hopefully eventually maybe you could open up like curbside or something. Why don't you save that money and buy food for people when that happens? Even if you buy like fruits, apples,
Yeah.
bananas, and use that money.
That'd be
at that
cool.
time. You know what
Like
I
a
mean?
little, yep, a floating. Yeah.
Right. I mean, like
Something.
even
Yeah.
if you put out bottled water because it's
Mhm.
not
Yeah.
used or something. If you're stuck
Okay.
outside, you know
Did
what I
I
mean?
forward that to you, Alex?
You mentioned it at our meeting the other day, but
No, I didn't.
oh, okay.
I just thought of it yesterday.
Oh, maybe. Who knows?
Nice try, Alex.
So it's the food education grant. I wanted to spend it on food.
Right. Oh, yeah. You mentioned that in one of the emails that I got.
Okay.
From you.
So that's okay then, Sandy?
Huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Use it for like, I mean, people are dying for fresh fruits and vegetables these days. So it might be some season by the time you guys can actually do curbside or
Yeah.
what you're doing. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that'd be so good.
I think it would be great.
Yeah.
Can do.
Okay.
Hey, Deb, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How's everybody?
Good.
Flipping.
Good.
Good.
She's flipping out.
Uh-oh.
I
Oh, and
can't see whoever that was. They're all in the dark.
That looks like she's
Yeah.
That's me. I'm in the dark.
you're in witness protection.
I'm upstairs in the bump out, so I have
Ah.
a skylight, but that's about it.
Just a few minutes ago, Sandy, I emailed, and Deb, I emailed the corrected agenda
Oh.
and a proposed budget, contingency budget.
All right.
Yeah, I
I
didn't get
mean, I
that.
just finished it, sort of.
Yeah, I
So,
just saw that, but I didn't look at the budget one because I figured it'd be
Yeah.
too long.
I figured whatever they did, if they decide not to do a vote tonight, if you guys decide, then the budget committee can just go over and make sure that they like it. You know?
Right. So Angela, let me ask this question. If the budget is voted no, does last year's budget automatically, okay,
Yeah, that's why I call it the contingency budget.
okay, so not the end of the world.
Angela, I didn't get any email from you
Nothing?
with another budget, no.
Oh, I just emailed it like
622.
yeah, I
Anything there?
just did it. So I just finished it because I couldn't start working on it yesterday. I wasn't here.
The
And I
last
was like-
thing I have from you is 10:15 a.m.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, because you're on the list, Kristen.
Yeah.
I'll
Hi,
have it.
Kristen.
Turned it off
Well,
and
and
on, and I don't know.
I didn't get the 10:15 email.
Meaty.
Very strange. No.
Well, I had an RSVP by then, so I think you just left me out.
No, I don't think so.
No,
You're right. That's
I've
it.
been emailing everybody like 3 times, so it's something weird.
And I just want to let people know I've been having difficulties. You know, I'm sitting here in the back of the library because my system went down. I can't get internet or anything like that. Or when it comes, it goes in, it goes out. Who's on the phone? Is that Val?
Oh, yeah, I've been here.
No,
Phone
you've
is
been there.
Marty, I think.
I'm in the dark.
You want to wait for them?
Time is.
I don't know whose phone number that is.
It's 6:31 according to Verizon.
Oh, it must be Marty. That's Marty, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Do we have
So
a
do we
quorum,
ha-
guys?
We do. Who's here?
Kristen?
Marty?
Deb.
Val, Sandy, Deb, Kristen, Peter, Angela, Alex. Who else is missing?
Connie's
Diane and Connie are showing up on my screen.
I'm right here.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hello.
You only see the top of your head, Connie.
Well,
how she
that's the
likes
best
it.
part, you
Hi,
know?
Sammy.
I was trying to make this
That's how
the
she
best for
does it.
last.
Okay, so we have 7 people.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Hi,
Who's that?
Amy's here.
Amy.
Amy, okay.
And Alex.
Yep.
Yep, I saw Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Amy.
So you want to go? We're 6:32,
Oh,
or do you want to wait to see if anybody else shows up?
go.
Oh,
Go?
Go.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's do it. Before we go, I just want to thank everybody for being able to come tonight. I'm sorry about the mistake on the date, and
That
I
was
was
me.
able to kind of, get everybody to come at the right time instead of tomorrow. And the reason why Thursday was on the letter I sent you is because Thursday's the date that the public school system has to have information whether we're going to join them or not. So that's why we made the special meeting tonight. See if we can make that decision. So there's no public, well, there's some public people here. You have any comments? Okay. Any other agenda items? Okay, is there a motion to adopt the agenda?
I'll move we adopt the agenda. It's Marty.
Okay.
All in favor? Any second?
I'll second it, Kristen.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Bye.
Hi.
Opposed?
Hi.
Okay, no opposers. Okay, let's talk about the budget vote. I've been speaking a little bit with Angela, and if you've read the paper and everything, you know that they're just changing everything. And right now, the only way votes are going to happen is by absentee ballots. And if we want to get in the school budget, school vote with the school, we got to let them know tomorrow that we want to be on their absentee ballot. And if we're not on their absentee ballot and we want to have the vote, we have to send out to all the constituents an absentee ballot.
Yeah.
So there's
that's what we need to talk about tonight. Do we want to send out absentee ballots
Well, can
ourselves?
we also then talk about what the costs are? Because I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's really what drives that.
Well, it's a combination of everything. Let me finish and then we'll get going. We can send out our own absentee ballots, and Angela has some numbers about how much that would cost. We can send out our ballot with the school budget and school vote, but they haven't let us know how much it's going to cost us if we connect with them. So those are two of the issues. We could also not have a vote, and that would mean that the budget from last year would stay in place. Um, and the cost for doing the absentee ballots, Angela had some numbers she got from, why don't you go ahead and say the numbers you got, Angela?
I don't really have numbers. I talked with Katie and Howard, the superintendent, yesterday. Gosh, everything's moving fast. They needed everything quick, like they had their request for a quote in with the company that's going to send out their absentee ballots, which goes out to, didn't you say, Val, like 8,000 people?
Well, Bob said it would cost $10,000
Yeah,
because you have to send back, you
right.
also have to have an
Right.
envelope with prepaid.
I
Right.
have exact
Yeah, and
numbers.
so, well, what I thought was that if we sent it with the school, we'd save money, but she acted like we had to have our own envelope, our own return envelope, which makes sense, because our
Right.
votes will be coming in a different envelope. So the going out would be maybe cheaper,
Yes.
maybe. It would be quite a few $1,000s, and we were only gonna ask for 17,600, I think.
I have exact numbers.
What?
I have exact
Oh,
numbers.
thank you.
Yeah,
You
so,
got the cost?
yeah, well, not from the school district. I know how much it would cost for us to do it in-house
Okay.
because, yeah, okay. For those of you who don't know, I'm Amy and I'm the chairman of the election. So I usually coordinate all this. We always go through Williamson Law Book Company. On March 12th, Katie sent me a list of all of the registered voters in the Penn Yan Central School District. It was 8,361 voters. She told me that that number would probably go up because people were still registering for the presidential primary, which has been now, well, that's up in the air. But for us to do it in-house, it would cost $12,456. If we did our own return envelopes, they are $95 for every 500. That does not take into cost how much it would cost for the library to supply their own paper and ink to print all those ballots. So I have that. I don't know how much it would cost to the school district. I guess we're still waiting for
And
the
that's
school
if we did the job, Amy.
Yeah, this is if we do it.
Hmm?
If we do it in-house,
Right.
my initial estimate is $12,456.
Plus you'd have to stuff them?
Yes, we'd have to do
Right,
everything.
okay, so the school has the company stuff and mail. They do everything.
Right,
That can't be cheaper,
I wouldn't think.
you know.
How much does it usually cost us?
To do the whole thing, about 1,500.
Oh my God.
It's a huge difference, a huge.
Yep.
Before this all happened, we would have had to send out less than 200 absentee ballots this year.
Right,
We send out about 200 absentee ballots.
yeah. That's why it costs 1,500 to do our vote, pretty much. Yeah.
So what we don't have is we don't have a number from the school for
No.
what our share, if we just came in as an add-on to them, what our share of that cost would
Right,
be.
he really didn't know when they would get that quote from that company because the company's deluged right now.
Well, it definitely won't be $12,000.
It'd be more,
It could be more or
It'd be
less.
less than that.
you think? I don't know, because we have to have our own envelope in them.
Well, envelopes
Yeah,
are
but
cheap.
it can't be more than that. That's the worst scenario, I think.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Anyways,
Excuse me, when Amy, when you put the 12,456, and then you said the return would be $95 for 500 envelopes, that's another $2,400. Unless you,
I'm
unless you,
not, if,
did you
I'm
include,
not, if, Sorry.
Did you include the 2,400 and the 12,000?
I shouldn't have said that. I meant if we were providing our own return envelopes, if we glommed onto the school. And that's only if we ordered from Williamson Law Book
Okay, well,
Company.
that's okay. I mean, okay, so that's, okay, I understand now. So that's
Ballpark.
what it would, that's what it would cost us to get the envelopes back from, if we went on the school. About
And if we
2,400 bucks.
used our usual, yeah.
Okay, all right. So, all right, now I know what it means. All right.
Isn't there, didn't I read somewhere where you have to provide prepaid envelopes?
Yeah.
That's correct.
So there'll be an additional cost of the
Postage.
postage for everything that comes back, right? Okay.
Yeah, so anyways, with this in mind, how expensive it is and how a lot of people are on it, you know, all the other social aspects right now of having the vote. I worked on a contingency budget all day today, and I think we'll be just fine. We'll be able to afford the health insurance, and we'll be able to cover, you know, the retirement, and our expenses would pretty much be the same new lower expenses. The reason being for this, and you'll see it when you open your email, is, and also I can send it to you as a PDF. I'll do that too. You can see that we padded the health insurance this year and for next year. And yeah, that's what we did. We just really did that because I didn't know what the expenses would be. So far this year, we've only spent half of what we put aside. And I don't know why that is. I tried to figure it out exactly the way I was told to, and somehow it was more than enough.
So Angela, my $1 million question is, can we legally not have a vote?
Yes.
That's the word from
Yeah.
Hildreth at
Yeah, Peter just talked to him
I
today.
talked to Brian today, and
Yep.
we can legally not have a vote, and that's okay. And if anybody's running for office or needs to be in office, we could approve
Appoint them?
We can appoint them.
Okay.
And I did ask him about what the other libraries are doing. He said he didn't have a lot of the information about the other libraries because this thing just happened 2 days ago. But he said there was only one library that signed up, and I forget which one he told me, that signed up to do it with the school system. He doesn't have any information on the other ones. And as we talked, he said, it's up to you what you do. And
I think we shouldn't have a vote.
who's this?
No,
This is Marty. I think we should just, what are we getting out of this with paying all this money we're going to have to pay for it?
Exactly.
And
I
we'll be
agree.
more
This
of
is Kristen. I think it's insane to spend, at least 12,000, if not more, on a vote is just insane.
Yeah.
Does that
I
still
agree.
count with the raises? Or have they gone in
The
the contingent?
raises
Would be
not-
gone.
They would not be in there, but there is enough money to do some kind of raise.
Okay.
I also was gonna say, will it still allow us to be open the same amount of hours a week?
Yeah,
Or will we have to cut our operating hours?
right. Yeah, we'll find out.
So I
Brian,
wonder why we can't, if we're not going to have this vote at all, why not leave the budget that we accepted at the board meeting? And if we don't have enough, then we edit it.
right, that's why I was fooling around with it today. Well, how could we edit it? And you'll see there's wiggle room, so.
But
But-
you're not saying you're changing it before we start the year. We want to start with what we adopted already, right?
Can we do
But
that?
how
with the
can we-
vote?
How can we, Diane? Because what we adopted assumed more money than we're going to have if we don't have the vote.
Right.
And in any event, the budget would need to be changed. Even if that new budget passed, we'd already start with all these expenses, the 12,000 plus
Yeah.
that we had never anticipated. So numbers would be changing.
So why do you say that if we don't have the vote, we won't have money?
I'm not saying we're not going to have money, but we're going to be at the old number, this year's number, and we had gone for a fairly significant increase in the proposed budget that was going to go for a vote. Well, that significant increase isn't going to be there.
Do you remember how many $1,000 that was, Angela? It was 2% something.
Yeah, it's $17,000. If we spent 12 or something on the vote, well,
Yeah.
it could get voted down and then we'd have that to deal with and yeah.
But if you're not having a vote, are you simply saying without a vote, we just stand with the same budget as last year?
Yep.
The same
Amount.
tax
the same
amount.
dollar. Yeah, the same. Right. The same
Okay.
tax amount.
Right.
Okay.
The
But we
same thing
usually
that would
end up with some
happen.
extra money.
Sorry, what?
I said, we usually end up with some excess
Oh, yeah,
money. so-
absolutely. That's why I always try to, we always do have wiggle room for unanticipated issues.
Yeah, but
Right.
does this mean that no one's getting a raise?
No, it doesn't mean that. We could probably do some raises. I don't see why not.
Well, that's my concern, just as a person, that
Yeah.
it's really unfair that nobody would get. I mean, maybe it's a smaller raise than they were gonna get, but they
Right.
get something.
Yeah. We can do that.
But Kristen, I agree that people should get raises, but I also think we need to look at the number of people who no longer have a job and the number of people who are applying for unemployment. And all of us who are still fortunate enough to have a job really should be very, very grateful.
Yes.
Let me ask you this, if we don't vote at all, we just take the money we got last year, and there's no one that can challenge that fact.
That's correct.
Right.
But we could reallocate how that money is spent,
That's
correct?
why that's what I did today. I messed with it and looked at it. And so it's just a proposal from me and I figure everybody can look at it. I just sent it, at your leisure. And then the budget committee can meet.
So really from us tonight, all you need to know is, yes, we want to go with the school, or no, we want to operate on last year's budgets.
Pretty much.
And
That's
Yeah.
right.
that's perfectly legal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
A
don't
lot
have
of
to get in-
libraries don't ask for money every year and we're really good. We ask every year in anticipation of things. So.
Right.
And
We
I'd
don't
like,
have to
can I
get-
say something? One of the things I support not having a vote this year. And but if we did have a vote and we had all those thousands of people looking at the library, a good percentage of them probably wouldn't have a clue of who we are, some of them. And with all the challenging that's going on with finances and everything else, it could come down to people would vote against it. And we'd be in the same spot we're in now, and it would cost us a lot more money.
Right.
So I think right now, the best thing for us to do is to stay where we are. We have enough flexibility in the budget to kind of do well. And then within the next year, we'll see what we have to do next year. But I think right now, it's probably in our benefit just to stay where we are and not try and move forward with the budget.
Okay, so
I can't see what we'd be gaining if it's gonna cost $12,000 or so to do it, and you're gaining 17. I mean, that's like $5,000. Big whoop. Not really gaining anything.
Hello, I make a motion that we do not have a budget vote this year.
I second Sandy's motion. This is Marty.
Thank you, love.
Is there any,
Okay,
is
hold on. Budget.
there any discussion?
Kenyon Public Library will not have a budget vote this year. That was the motion.
And we'll follow the budget passed from last year. Doesn't it have to be on there too?
No, because that's automatic.
Okay.
You might have to put like the date, like the 2021 budget. Is that what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to put that in there, just in case some crazy person in 50 years is bored and is reading the minutes. And they're like,
Archives are
what year is
important.
this?
So Penn Public Library will not have a budget vote for the 2021 fiscal year.
Correct.
Does that sound right, Amy?
Mm, Yes.
Good enough?
Yeah.
Is there any more discussion? They're all in favor. Let's go around the room here. Okay. Val,
Yes.
Sandy,
Yes.
Deb,
Yep.
Kristen,
Yes,
Connie,
Yes.
Diane,
she's muted.
Marty,
Yes.
Peter, yes. Okay.
I'm
Any other-
not muted now, I don't think.
There you go.
Nope, you're not.
You vote
I
yes?
voted yes. I
Okay.
said yes.
So it looks like it's unanimous. So it's great. So any other thing, anybody, reopening you have on the budget, on the agenda, Angela?
Can I ask a question first?
Sure, go ahead.
We're a nonprofit, correct?
Yeah.
We're a government entity, but we also have a 503C.
Okay, so can we apply for monies from the federal government like Millie's Pantry and some other places have?
I don't know. I haven't been told that yet. Whatever STLS says we can do, we'll do.
Okay, we
I
might
have
want to ask them just to see.
Yeah, I have some other thoughts on that.
Okay.
And actually, on a slightly different note than that, as far as the motion, do we need to put anything in there about appointing people? Because I know I was up this year. Does
maybe-
that need to be in there, or does
It could
that
be
not?
next, it could be at the regular meeting, I'd say.
Okay.
Or the June meeting even.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. I just don't want to miss it if we need to put it in there.
Yeah.
You're not getting away that quick.
Also, today I spoke with Pat Selwood. She's the president of the Friends. And they have a chunk of money that we can use to augment our purchasing money if we're feeling like we need it. So that's what the money's there for. So
That's good.
they have
Would you all mind
$17,000
if
or
we-
$18,000.
Would you guys mind if I excuse myself?
Bye,
Oh,
Amy.
thanks for coming, Amy.
Thank you.
Amy,
Everybody stay well.
Amy, before you excuse yourself, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
You want to talk about the reopening?
Yeah. Just now, a couple hours ago, I didn't have time to look at it yet. Brian sent out the big document about reopening. So it takes into account what they know from coming from the state at this point. So I'm looking forward to looking at that tomorrow. And the department directors will get together and we'll come up with our own plan. For whenever we're allowed to do whatever, we will do it. So.
Did you, in skimming it, did he have a proposed date?
No, oh, well, I didn't read it yet, but originally he was hoping that the state would allow public libraries to open on June 15th and that all the STLS libraries would open to the public somehow, I don't know what that means yet, on July 1st.
Okay.
That'd give us
But
time
that's just tentative.
to come up with a plan and to get into the building. So.
Okay.
Excuse me a second. I got logged off somehow. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're still on, Peter. You just probably don't have the camera.
Somehow, I don't know what I did with the camera.
Yeah, we can see you. So.
Okay, good. So there's no real information about reopening.
Yeah, I mean, probably a lot. I just didn't look at it yet. I didn't have time. So,
Should we make like a committee once?
yeah, probably.
Like, I know my school made a committee because there's so much to it. It's
Right.
big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I will let all of you know tomorrow when I look at it what our next step is.
And
Okay.
we can talk about that at the next board meeting, right? Which would
Absolutely.
be
The 20,
May 28th,
21st.
21st. Got it.
Yes, 21st.
Okay.
Okay, anything else? Can you
I
hear?
will happily make a motion to adjourn.
Yay.
I will second Kristen.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And before we go, I just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. This is challenging times and we'll get there. So have a good experience so far.
Okay. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, Peter.
Good night.
Everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm gonna email Katie at the school now. Tell her you guys, you know, she's off the hook. I'm sure Amy's relieved.
Yeah.
Because this year
would think.
it's weird, so, yeah. And the school's nervous about it too, so. The superintendent's office, I mean, this is all new for them. Same, so.
Okay, need anything else from me?
No, but just like, we'll talk about that 860 bucks on Monday. We can do stuff
Yeah.
with. That'd be really cool.
Mhm.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you. I'm not sure what'll happen if I say leave meeting since it's kind of running through both me and Angela's computer right now. So,
I'll end the meeting.
okay. I didn't want to do it too
Well,
soon.
I'm out. Bye.
Bye.
Take care.